the evidence I'd like to present to support that claim. 9 unforced errors in the opening 12 points combined. There's the speed. The Minaur so quick, the feet just so rapid.
Nice to see a lot of these young guys making a run here in New York.
Yeah, it's not going to get it done. Khachanov normally against the predominance of the tour. Speed, the quickness, the first step of de Minaur made it a non-issue.
I think it was Murat Safin, the Hall of Famer, the former Russian #1, who said, you know, when are these young guys going to start knocking some of these big 3, big 4? I mean, that was just an absolute rocket. Yeah, the boys in the locker room might say a little more hospital tennis. Patience, patience.
Well played, Mr. Shires. That's right in his wheelhouse. It was basically pitched underhand by de Minaur right into the strike zone.
Game in first set, de Minaur.
And the opening set goes the way of the 21-year-old Australian.
You take that as a given. The ball's coming back. Be ready for the next one. And that one came back with interest.
Carreno Busta. They defeated Murray and Skupski. But now it just seems completely out of sorts. Khachanov, who's starting to heat up, and this has got a little jet fuel behind it.
Seems like one or the other is struggling.
Yeah, would like to see, because they're both talented in their own unique ways. And there's Khachanov sneaking in. Hasn't done a lot at the net today, but in doing so saves a break point.
Advantage, Khachanov.
Yeah, nice recovery at the U.S. Open to make this event happen, and every one of us is chipping in.
He needed something to build some confidence.
Yeah, and that's
first attempts to break, missing out on 3 tries here in this 5th game.
great recognition from de Minaur. He knew he'd pushed Khachanov back. 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". Not big, tall guys, but great players. Oh, yes, that's what he needs to do.
The last 9 games have gone the way of the big Russian, who has started to get his groove back after a dismal start. Oh, and lines up that backhand. That was a thing of beauty.
Nikolai Davydenko. Oh, it's a good ball, and he is not happy about that.
Guess that'll be the end of that. And coming to the net, got a little hop up.
Well, he feels he should finish there.
Yeah.
And obviously, Khachanov just stayed home. I mean, he left the line open, and the ball came right to his racket.
Code violation, racket abuse warning, Mr. de Minaur.
Yeah, nicely done. better.
The better chance of being able to deal with that cross breeze, the frustration in playing in that kind of condition.
Yeah, it's a good question. You know, they both have strengths, and the de Minaur can move
15.
well.
They like to channel some of that success, turn things around here. And the soft hands and the big body of Khachanov just a little too difficult to keep the balance approaching the middle of the court and keep it within a touch. A single game, de Minaur accomplishes his goal. Group of Russians that have come through and started to ascend.
Game, Khachanov. Game, de Minaur. Game.
And that's wide. And Khachanov has his set. Well, in the bottom half of the men's draw, the Russians are coming. In fact, two have already arrived. Rublev and Medvedev are through, and Khachanov a set away from joining them here in New York.
Be more aggressive thinking. Try and be a little more forward in the court. Like that. Coming in. Don't allow him to stay in the point by floating balls back into play.
Even when he can't execute, it just seems as if his game abandoned him through the last two sets. Starting to pick up towards the end of the third.
I mean, there you go. I mean, okay, he's done that a few times this game. It's working.
Oh, there it is. Something to establish a bit of positivity.
$15 all.
And we mentioned de Minaur living in Alicante, growing up in Spain.
That's the bigger question is now in his career. That's quality shot making.
Because it says you've been consistent over the course of the year. And you have to deal with the travels over the course of a full season. Oh, yes. That's a wonderful exchange.
40-50.
You get your man off balance, you can play behind him effectively. Oh, yes. And that's been a part of his playing his way back into this match and volley at the right times.
30-15.
I mean, look at how he stays on the ball, just redirects the pace. He doesn't generate his own pace. So good. This ball early. Try to change the rhythm of the point. See if he could find a quick point. But that is a tough corner to attack.
Taking it 5.
Oh, yes. Now that time he went down where the ball was on the volley. Excellent control on a dipping backhand pass.
Well, the streak broken.
40-15.
And this will not be an unblemished hold, but he'll have another opportunity to wrap up set 4. You know, there's so much activity, there's just so much energy flowing that for it to be muted as such
Oh yes, picked him off beautifully.
Well done. Like you're walking through a ghost town. Just didn't have the same sort of atmosphere by any stretch. Well done, just great cutting. Oh, that's mighty.
And that's forehand winner number 15. And he's been so good up at the net, hasn't he?
Exquisite hands as this match is worn on. Tremendous effort. His best previous year had been 2 years ago in this very round.
And again.
Brilliant.
Well, that this was something that Khachanov would have been capable of doing, but he just doesn't volley as well.
And Minaur puts the finishing touches. Khachanov is done as the 21 seed from Australia has booked himself a spot in the round of 16.
And what a performance by Alex de Minaur.